Hello, Illumina and Rugged. My name is Terry Ellsworth from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, and our journey started back in April 2005 when my son Billy, my only child, was diagnosed with Duchenne muscular dystrophy at the age of 4 1/4. It mainly afflicts boys. There's maybe 1% girls in the world because it is X recessive linked. Back almost 13 years ago, there was one trial in progress. It wasn't going to help Billy, it was for a different mutation. Duchenne is the most lethal genetic childhood disease out there. The boys don't live very long. The average lifespan is mid 20s. Although we do lose some much younger, 10, 12, 15. There's a handful that are maybe more than a handful that are in their 30s and 40s, but that's not the norm. The average is we lose our sons in their mid 20s. It's a neuromuscular disease. My son is soon to be 17 years old in about 20 days. When he was diagnosed, I personally went through 3 stages, and I think most of us do, but I can't speak for everybody. The stages that I went through, of course, when you're first diagnosed with this, because it's a horrible, horrible, horrific disease, they end up being quadriplegics near the end of their lives. Usually it's cardiac or respiratory distress that takes them. There's more help for the respiratory part of this disease, not much out there at all yet for the cardiac, but that's coming. We have close to 60 drugs in development currently, which is astounding and really good news, but they're at all different stages of development. So the first stage that I went through was you're in disbelief. It's surreal. You can't believe this is happening to you because you hear of things like this happening to other people, not yourself. Um, then I went into anger for a few months, and then I went into fight mode, and I still remain in fight mode. My son is my hero. He is very brave, and all parents say that about their children fighting these horrible, horrible diseases. My son is very fortunate that he was one of 12 boys in the world, 12 boys in the country, trialing an experimental drug starting back in August 2011. And fast forward almost 6 years, and in September 2016, we were on the front lines advocating for his drug approval. So we did achieve FDA drug approval. It was not easy in September of 2016. So at nearly 17 years old, Billy still walks into the hospital weekly to receive his infusion, and he walks in and out of school. He's doing amazingly well. The world knows my son. He's been their beacon of hope. He's doing well. We're very, very lucky because that is not the natural history of the disease. And now we fight for more approvals for different drugs of different mutations. And there's also an avid advocacy for newborn screening for Duchenne now that we have one approved treatment and many more to come in the pipeline.